Coming up tonight on SLU News 22.
Rams lose again.
Developments in the Michael Brown case.
Apple gets current.
Ebola in America.
Plus national news and weather.
Live from the Busch Student Center, this is SLU News 22.
Good evening. It's Monday, October 27th, and I am Abby Parra.
And I'm Bobby Stilwell.
Thank you for joining us this evening. On October 24th, Nina Pham, the Dallas nurse who contracted Ebola, arrived in the Oval Office and received a hug from President Obama. Pham contracted Ebola while caring for Thomas Eric Duncan, the first person who had contracted and died from Ebola in the United States. Pham was quickly moved to the National Institute of Health in Maryland to undergo treatment. As of Friday morning, Pham was declared Ebola-free. Obama's hug was meant to be a symbol that we are capable of defeating this disease. Although many are still fearful, Press Secretary Josh Earnest stated that Pham's recovery served as a pretty apt reminder that we do have the best medical infrastructure in the world.
A teenage gunman opened fire in a school cafeteria at Marysville-Pilchuck High School in Washington State. A relative says that he was not shooting at random targets. Don Hatch told CNN affiliate KOMO that, quote, all three of them are cousins. They live right close to each other, end quote. Authorities have not publicly identified the shooter, but the shooter died of a self-inflicted gunshot wound, Maryville Police spokesman Rob Lamour said.
Chief Meteorologist Brendan Williams is in the Weather Center with our first forecast. Brendan, what have you got for us this weekend?
Well, we had a very warm day today, but those fall colors are starting to appear on campus. As you see, photo from Mary Hogan here, taking a look at the clock tower area. It's looking gorgeous outside, but it was a warm one today. We've cooled off just a little bit. Most of the area is in the 70s now. A few areas, Festus hitting 80, Chesterfield is at 82, but we are at 79 downtown right now. Looking ahead to tonight, we're going to cool off. We've got a cool front that's going to work its way through, and with that, early tomorrow morning, it's going to bring us some chances of early showers. So it's something to keep in mind, and then we'll have a much cooler week coming up ahead. We're going to stay cool and dry, and then even looking ahead to Halloween, we've got a chance at a cold, dry night. So it will be a great fall weather week. Back to you guys.
Thanks so much, Brendan. The official autopsy on Michael Brown was released last week. The autopsy shows that he was shot in the hand at close range, according to an analysis of the findings by two experts not involved directly in the case. The accompanying toxicology report shows he had been using marijuana. Those documents prepared by the St. Louis County Medical Examiner and obtained by the Post-Dispatch provide the most detailed description to date of the wounds Brown sustained in the confrontation August 9th with Ferguson Police Officer Darren Wilson.
In response to increased civil unrest in the Ferguson area, schools are requesting updated emergency contact information from parents. Many protesters are prepared for violence if Officer Darren Wilson, who shot and killed Brown, is not indicted.
Court is in session today for one of the remaining 4 members of Florida A&M University marching band. Dante Martin, along with 14 others, were charged with the manslaughter of Robert Champion on November 19th of 2011 in Orlando, Florida. The death of Champion also led to the resignation of the university's president in 2012. 11 members of the band have already settled their trials, while 3 more, excluding Martin, will begin in April. Coming up next, your SLU area news. Stay with us. Welcome back. Shortly before 1 a.m. this morning, a SLU public safety officer aided a person not affiliated with the university who had been shot in the leg during an off-campus incident. The officer was with 2 students who were filling up a SLU vehicle at the BP gas station at Olive and Compton when he heard what sounded like shots being fired. The officer then observed a man with a weapon running from the north toward the station. When the officer ordered the man to put down the weapon, he complied, saying that he was the victim and had been shot. St. Louis Metropolitan Police quickly responded to the scene and transferred the man to a local hospital. Neither the DPS officer nor the students were injured during the incident. DPS wants to remind students to remain aware of your surroundings by scanning parking lots, sidewalks, and streets, and for suspicious persons and activity.
The annual University Memorial Mass will be held at noon, Monday, November 3rd, in St. Francis Xavier College Church. The Department of Campus Ministry encourages all members of the St. Louis University community to submit names of faithful departed friends and family members to be remembered at the 2014 University Memorial Mass via the online Google form. The SLU community will also remember loved ones in prayer throughout the month of November at residence hall masses and other liturgies. The Google form can be accessed by going to www.slu.edu/x98052.xml. For more information or if you have questions, contact Aaron Schmidt, Liturgy Coordinator, at fitspale@slu.edu.
If you are enrolled within the College of Education and Public Service, SGA is looking for you. The College of Education and Public Service has a senator position available. If you want to apply, please fill out the Google form found in this week's SGA email by 5 p.m. on Friday, October 31st.
2 open forums are planned for this week to talk about the Master Housing Plan at SLU. Students, faculty, and staff are all welcome to come learn about the Master Housing Plan and how housing at SLU is going to change over the next several years. The first open forum will be Tuesday, October 28th at 5 p.m. in the BSC St. Louis room, and the second will be Thursday, October 30th at 5 p.m. in the Grisadet classroom.
With protest tensions in China, former Missouri Governor Bob Holden will be coming to SLU on Wednesday, October 29th. He has served as governor from 2001 to 2005. Former Governor Holden will speak on Chinese-U.S. relations. Holden is the founder of the Holden Center for Public Policy at Webster University in Webster Groves, Missouri. He also opened up Missouri's first trade office in China. He will be at room 260 in McGannon Hall this Wednesday.
There is now a SLU student discount on Rams tickets. Students can save up to $25 per ticket, starting at $40 per game. Order tickets by visiting www.stlouisrams.com/partnerticketpass2 and entering the promo code Billikens. There are limited tickets available, so make sure you order yours today.
Dine SLU is conducting a dining service survey to better understand the campus lifestyle and preferences. By sharing your opinion, Dine SLU will gain valuable insight to help improve your overall campus dining experience. By taking the survey, you have an opportunity to win a $150 Visa e-gift card or one of 3 $50 Visa e-gift cards. The survey can be found in this week's SGA email and will take 5 to 10 minutes to complete. For more information, please visit dineslu.com.
St. Louis Cardinals right fielder Oscar Tavares died in a car crash in the Dominican Republic on Sunday. Tavares died while reportedly driving from Sosua to Puerto Plata. He was playing winter ball in his native country, and he was expected to join the Cardinals in Jupiter, Florida in January for preparation of spring training. Tavares' agent, Brian Meja, said that Tavares' girlfriend also died in the crash as well. Oscar Tavares was only 22 years old.
SSM Cardinal Glennon Children's Hospital presents Boo at the Zoo, starting tonight and continuing through Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday this week. The start time for each event is at 5:30 p.m. Children are encouraged to wear costumes, and all zoo members get in for $6, but general admission is $7.
The St. Louis Brewers Guild Harvest Festival kicks off on Saturday, November 1st from 1 p.m. to 5 p.m. in Lafayette Park. General admission is $35. Participants have the option to attend a yoga session before the festival starts. Tickets for the yoga session plus general admission is $42. Tickets are still on sale now until October 31st.
Are you looking to explore post-college options? Check out the Year of Service Fair this Thursday, October 30th, from 11 a.m. until 2 p.m. in the Center for Global Citizenship. Over 25 volunteer organizations will be on SLU's campus to talk about their organization's specific volunteer programs designed for college graduates. There will also be volunteering opportunities for current undergraduates as well. Come to the CGC on Thursday from 11 a.m. until 2 p.m.
On Saturday, Open Carry supporters in downtown St. Louis marched from the City Garden to the Gateway Arch. Armed with rifles and holstered pistols, the demonstrators marched peacefully on sidewalks to show their support for the Missouri state law, which allows the open carry of both pistols and rifles. In a news conference on Saturday afternoon, St. Louis Mayor Francis Slay voices concerns about the demonstration, calling it, quote, a scene out of a bad Western, end quote. Mayor Slay used a conference to call for stricter laws regulating the carrying of guns.
Coming up next, your workweek forecast. Stay tuned. Meteorologist Brendan Williams is here with us now for your extended forecast. Brendan?
Well, we've looked at a very warm day today so far, but that's not looking to hold true for the rest of the week. So what we've got going on right now, we had a warm day. We topped out at 84 degrees. That was just 1 degree shy of the record high for our area. We've cooled off though. We're at 76 degrees right now. We're still pretty humid as we've had some warm, humid air that's been working its way up from the south. That's not going to stay though, because overnight tonight this cold front is going to work its way through, and that's going to bring some showers and cool air with it. As we move through the week though, that cold front will work its way through and a high pressure system will establish itself over the area, keeping our skies clear and allowing cold air to move down from the north, so we'll have a chilly, dry week ahead of us. Overnight tonight, we will cool off. We're going to hit 59 for our low, and then we're going to have those chances of showers move in very late tonight and early tomorrow morning. Those won't hang around for long though. We'll see a dry, cloudy day tomorrow. Not nearly as warm as we were today though. We're only going to hit 68 for our high tomorrow. So you're going to want to keep a jacket handy tomorrow and through the rest of the week, because while that rain moves out, we stay cold. We're going to 68 on Tuesday and then get colder from there. 61 Wednesday, a cloudy day Thursday with 65 as our high. Then Friday night, if you're going to be out, it'll be cold and dry. So it'll be a great chance to get out for Halloween. Cold weekend ahead, and then possibly Monday, Tuesday next week, we're looking at showers maybe moving back into our area. But that's not for a while, so we can enjoy this cool fall week while we have it.
Sounds great. Thank you, Brendan. Up next, a look into the world of sports and entertainment. Stay with us. After St. Louis Rams suffer a tough loss against Kansas City Chiefs on Sunday, losing 34-7, Rams received news that wide receiver Brian Quick had dislocated his shoulder and had a torn rotator cuff and is likely to miss the rest of the season. The Rams get more bad news with an MRI confirmation that offensive lineman Jake Long did in fact tear his ACL and will be out for the rest of the season. The Rams can try to bounce back from the bad news when they travel to San Francisco to go up against the 49ers Sunday, November 2nd.
TLC has canceled the show Here Comes Honey Boo Boo in light of speculations that Mama June, Shannon, is dating Mark Anthony Daniel, a man that has served 10 years in prison after being convicted of aggravated child molestation in 2004 and is a registered sex offender. Shannon states that the reports that she is dating Daniel are, quote, totally untrue, but confirmed that, quote, as of right now, there will be no production of the show, end quote.
This Sunday, rumors circulated about the death of famed Breakfast Club actor Judd Nelson. A website with a Fox News URL claimed that he was found dead the previous night in his LA condo. However, late Sunday afternoon, a photograph of Nelson holding the Sunday paper was sent to the Los Angeles Times as proof of life, thereby dispelling death of rumors and assuring that he is in perfect health.
Apple's new mobile pay system, Apple Pay, has had protests from several big-name retailers. Both CVS and Rite Aid have taken down all their touch pay registers in order to prevent customers from using the Apple Pay system. Retailers argue that each transaction would mean a 2% fee would be sent to whichever credit card company the customers use after each transaction. The retailers are instead offering their own touch pay system, Current, which would allow a much more direct paying system for their customers over Apple.
KFC ran a trial that trained employees using a software program on Google Glass. Employees can see a series of on-screen prompts giving step-by-step directions for tasks like making a sandwich, shutting down a fryer, or closing a store for the night when wearing Google Glass. Yum Brand, parent company of KFC, calculated that it could save nearly 2% of its labor costs, which could add up tens of millions of dollars. Gopal tells us today, begin quote, "In less than 2 hours, I was KFC chicken as if I'd worked there for a long time," end quote. It's unclear whether using Google Glass training would allow companies to cut jobs or make the training process quicker.
After 8 months of investigation, over 3,000 UNC student athletes were eligible to play due to the fact that they were taking fake classes that boosted their grade point averages. The fraud seems to have began over 18 years ago, centering around the school's African American Studies program. When confronted, academic advisors explained that these classes were used to ensure the best players were able to get on the field. Although the fraud committed by University of North Carolina has been revealed, it seems there is little to no repercussions for the student athletes with fraudulent degrees.
Brendan, I got my Royals and my Chiefs playing. So are we going to have good weather for this week?
A good weather depending on how you look at it. It's going to be cold, but it's going to be dry. So kind of like a normal fall week ahead of us.
Okay, I can work with that as long as my boys win.
Keep a jacket handy, maybe a warmer Halloween costume than normal, but other than that, we should be set for an absolutely beautiful week.
Sounds great. Thank you so much.
That's our show for the night. Thank you for watching.
Don't forget, you can always get the latest movie reviews and news online at slutv.slu.edu or follow us on Facebook and Twitter. We will be back here next week at 6 p.m.